some lessons from the past still sting decades later. Even over 20 years after his last NFL snap, Dallas Cowboys legend Emmitt Smith isn't holding back. He recently went live on Instagram to discuss quarterback development, and what he said about coaching might sting a few old wounds, especially for one former Cowboys coach who frustrated both Smith and Jimmy Johnson. You're watching NFL Snapwire, your source for the biggest takes and inside stories in football. Emmitt Smith has always been known for his honesty and insight, both on and off the field. In a recent Instagram reel, Smith turned his attention to the Chicago Bears rookie quarterback Caleb Williams, praising the young QB's development under a supportive coaching staff. But his comments carried a clear subtext. Some coaches, Smith suggested, get it wrong when they try to force players into systems instead of building systems around them. I'm sitting here watching this Bears game, and I'm looking at Caleb Williams and his development, Smith said. It's an amazing thing. Troy Aikman even mentioned this a couple of days ago. I saw on TikTok about great coaches and how they put you in a position to be successful. Smith pointed out that great coaching isn't just about schemes or play designs, it's about recognizing and amplifying a player's natural talents. And that's where some coaches fall short. When I look at what Caleb Williams is going through and what he has gone through, what he's developing into, it's a great sign of the coaching staff that's around him that believes in this young man and gives him every opportunity to be successful, unlike some other coaches who try to make players fit into their system, especially offensive coordinators. For Cowboys fans, the comment hits close to home. Smith's own rookie season in 1990 was rocky because of exactly this type of coaching approach. Back then, David Shula, the Cowboys' offensive coordinator, struggled to integrate Smith into the offense. Weeks before the season began, Shula was already facing criticism for how he wanted to mold Smith's game into something it wasn't yet prepared to be. The results were immediate and frustrating. The Cowboys went 2 straight games without scoring a touchdown, a franchise low at the time. Players, including Smith and quarterback Troy Aikman, were vocal about their displeasure, and head coach Jimmy Johnson was reportedly frustrated by the lack of offensive cohesion. By the season's end, Johnson made the tough call to fire Shula and bring in Norv Turner, a coach who promised to adjust the offense to fit Smith's abilities. The results were immediate. Smith rushed for over 1,700 yards the very next season. Even though Smith didn't name Shula directly in his Instagram reel, the reference was clear. Forcing players to fit a rigid system can stifle talent, and coaches who adapt to their players unlock true potential. When you have great players, you have very talented individuals. Your job is not to shape them into something that you want them to be, Smith said. Your job is to put them in a position so they can be successful. That's why you see this kid, Williams, playing the way he is, and everyone else around him playing the way they are. It's a lesson that resonates not just in the NFL, but in college football as well. Emmitt Smith highlighted how crucial coaching is for young athletes who are still learning their craft. And in Chicago, that philosophy seems to be paying off. The Bears, after finishing 5-12 and dead last in the NFC North last season, turned things around dramatically under head coach Ben Johnson. This season, they went 11-6 and claimed the NFC North title. A huge part of that turnaround was the trust and development of Caleb Williams, who now plays with confidence and poise. Smith drew a sharp contrast between Williams and Justin Fields, who failed to develop into the franchise QB the Bears hoped for. Fields was eventually traded in 2024, a reminder that talent alone isn't enough, coaching matters. Didn't happen for Justin Fields in Chicago, Smith said. It almost didn't happen for him, Williams. Good thing Chicago made the differences and changes in the offensive system and coaching staff, because what they're doing now is the reason why this young man is successful. You see him growing, and it's the same way in colleges. Williams' Week 16 performance against the Green Bay Packers illustrates Smith's point. He threw for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns, but the game didn't start smoothly. The Bears struggled to score until the fourth quarter, yet the coaching staff made key adjustments, and Williams trusted the system. That trust turned the game in Chicago's favor, resulting in a 22-16 victory. Smith also had a message for fans who praise flashy or creative coaches without considering the bigger picture. Creativity, he said, is worthless if it isn't channeled into developing players. Stop giving these offensive coordinators and head coaches kudos for being creative and all that creativity, Smith said. Anybody can be creative, but very few people can channel that creativity into what a young man can really do and how he can help his team become better in the development of their young person. That's what I'm seeing right now out of Chicago. It's not just Williams who benefits from this type of coaching. Smith also pointed to Bo Nix of the Denver Broncos, who has flourished under the right guidance. Nix was initially doubted by many pundits, yet strong coaching has helped him emerge as a key player in the playoff race. Emmitt Smith's message is simple but powerful. When coaches invest in players, trust their talent, and build systems around them, results follow. Young athletes thrive, teams win, and franchises can rebuild in record time, exactly what Chicago has done this season. This philosophy, Smith emphasized, is timeless. His own career is proof. When he was placed in the right system under Norv Turner, he became the NFL's all-time leading rusher. Conversely, when coaches tried to bend him into a pre-designed mold early in his career, progress stalled. Smith's reflections also serve as a cautionary tale for current NFL teams and coordinators. A gifted quarterback or running back isn't just another piece on the chessboard, they are athletes with unique strengths. Ignoring that fact can cost wins, playoff spots, and even careers. As the NFL continues to evolve, the lessons from veterans like Emmitt Smith remain relevant. Caleb Williams' breakout season in Chicago and Bo Nix's rise in Denver are modern examples that coaching still makes the difference between potential wasted and talent maximized. Even legends like Mike Singletary have noticed Williams' progress. Chicago isn't just winning games, they're winning because the coaching staff understands that development, trust, and adaptation are key. Emmitt Smith closed his reel with a challenge to coaches and fans alike: value players, put them in positions to succeed, and resist the urge to fit talent into rigid systems. If teams take that advice to heart, the NFL will continue to produce stars and deliver the kind of exciting football fans crave. Whether it's a rookie QB, a young running back, or a star wide receiver, Smith's point is timeless. Success isn't just about raw talent or creativity, it's about how coaches cultivate it. That's it from NFL Snapwire. Emmitt Smith's take reminds us that coaching is as much an art as it is a science, and when it's done right, it changes careers and shapes legacies. Stay tuned for more inside NFL stories, and we'll see you in the next update.